And I'm rubbing my hands together thinking about this. Because we occasionally, we keep an eye on Bathtub Boy.
Yes, we do.
I fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
I was lying in the bathtub.
Lying in the bathtub.
And I fell asleep.
You know, I just want to bring this up because we noticed that there was on August 16th, 2007, on a Bathtub Boys show, which is called Countdown on MSNBC.
Resign.
The number 5 story that day was whatever it was Bathtub Boy was actually saying, and it probably was
Resign.
And he probably repeated it.
Resign.
Several times.
Resign.
He tends to say it a lot.
Resign.
But there on the screen was now this is August 16th. This MoveOn.org ad, General Petraeus or General Petraeus was what? September 10th, right? August 16th, which places it 3 weeks before the Move On ad. Down at the bottom of the screen in what we call the lower third are the words, "Will Petraeus betray us?" Right there on Bathtub Boy's show. Then a little while later, after the ad came out, Bathtub Boy drew himself up in a high state of moral, judgmental authority.
Resign.
And tried to distance himself from the slimy move-on attack against General Petraeus. Now, listen to this carefully, and remember, virtually 3 weeks before Bathtub Boy says these words, on his show, on the screen, are the very words he's going to sort of get around to condemning, sort of, kind of, maybe.
One egregious thing that happened that did not involve the general per se that I wanted to ask you about. Instead of weighing the merits of the Petraeus testimony, the Republican presidential candidates put out statements criticizing MoveOn.org for its General Petraeus or General Betraeus ad today. The ranking Republicans in their opening statements at the joint hearing this afternoon did the same thing. Congressman Hunter saying attacking the messenger was outrageous, not to defend that phraseology.
Not to defend that phraseology.
My phraseology.
My phraseology. On my show, the Move On goofballs were sitting in their office in Berkeley, and they looked up at my show, and they saw it on the screen, and they took it.
Thieves.
Not to defend that phraseology. So he's a liar, because he says he doesn't want to defend it, but evidently did. It was on his own show. And a hypocrite. Doesn't want to defend it on his own show.
John Gibson of Fox Noise.
Resign.
You can be two things at once. You can be a liar and a hypocrite. In fact, you can do it masterfully, as we have seen him often do.
Always striving to be the worst to Bathtub Boy.
You should crawl off into a hole and die.
But the best to you. John Gibson on Fox News Talk.